If you want to create smooth zooms, movement or text animation inside your edits, learning how to keyframe in CapCut is one of the most useful skills you can pick up. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to keyframe in CapCut step by step, even if you've never done it before. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more simple CapCut tips and editing guides. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your CapCut project and select the clip you want to animate. This can be a video clip, an image, or even text. Once you tap or click on the clip in your timeline, make sure it's highlighted so CapCut knows what you want to edit. This is the first important step because keyframes only work on the selected element. Next, move the white playhead line to the exact moment where you want the animation to begin. This is your starting point. If you want the motion to start right at the beginning of the clip, place the playhead there. If you want it to begin later, drag the playhead to that specific frame. The more precise you are here, the smoother your final animation will look. Now, with the playhead in position, look for the diamond icon next to the property you want to animate. This is your first keyframe button. Depending on what you're changing, this could be position, scale, rotation, or another setting. Tap or click that diamond icon to add your first keyframe. Once you do that, CapCut remembers the starting state of your clip at that exact moment. After that, move the playhead forward to the point in the clip where you want the animation to finish. This is the part where you create the ending movement. Now adjust the property you want to change. For example, you can make the clip larger, move it left or right, move it up or down, or rotate it slightly. As soon as you make that adjustment, CapCut automatically creates the second keyframe for you. That means CapCut will smoothly animate the clip from the first keyframe to the second, one without you having to manually build every single frame. This is what gives your edits that clean, professional motion effect. If you want a zoom-in effect, start with your clip at normal size, add your keyframe, move forward in the timeline, and increase the scale. If you want a pan effect, keep the starting keyframe in one position, then move forward and shift the clip to a new spot. If you want to create a rotating motion, add the first keyframe, move ahead, and rotate the clip slightly. You can use the same method for text too, which is great for animated titles, captions, or callouts. Once your keyframes are in place, preview the clip by pressing play. Watch how the movement flows between the 2 points. If it feels too fast, move the second keyframe farther away to slow the motion down. If it feels too slow, bring the keyframes closer together. That little adjustment can make a huge difference in how polished your edit looks. You can also combine multiple keyframes in one clip for more advanced movement. For example, you can start with a zoom in, then move the subject to one side, then rotate slightly at the end. That gives you more control and makes your edits feel more dynamic. The key is to keep it simple at first, then build up as you get comfortable. One helpful tip is to think of keyframes as a before and after effect. The first keyframe shows CapCut where to begin, and the second keyframe shows it where to end. CapCut handles the motion between those 2 points automatically. So once you understand that idea, keyframing becomes much easier, and that's really all there is to it. Select your clip, place the playhead, add the first keyframe, move forward, change the property, and preview the result. That's how to keyframe in CapCut and create smooth, professional-looking animation in just a few steps. If this tutorial helped, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next CapCut editing guide.